Hey, Shalom, I want to start off source by giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Shah, Hashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. This one's going to be a quick one, something which I've meditated on over the last couple of weeks, right? And that is this one's really for us younger brothers in camps. Right, and that is to, understand that there is a difference between, us and the men that are above us, right? And not, and not, that's why the apostles, said what they said a few months back, about how, you don't see captains, if I forget the exact phrase, military phrasing, but basically you don't see, in the military, you don't see, the foot soldiers with the generals, right? Because the apostle used the term familiarity breeds contempt, right? And that basically meaning you don't give the man the reverence that he should have, right? You start trying to make yourself equal to them, right? But I'm just doing this one, Lord, guys, my mouth, right? But just always remember that there is a reason why the men that are above you in the faith are above you, right? It is the Lord that has put them in that position, right? And you should give them the due respect, right? So I'll just get a couple of scriptures, right? It says Sirach 7:14. It says, "Use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest," right? So the first bit, use not many words in the multitude of elders, man. Hey, make your speech succinct, man. Say what you got to say, right? But then also, like I said, remember that these men are men above you, man, right? And verse 29, it says, "Fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priests," right? So like I said, these men the Lord has had be in this truth for a longer period than you, right? Than ourselves, right? Then there's a reason for that, right? The Lord has put them in that position. So the Lord himself has chosen them and said, "Yo, you gonna be in this position." So hey, we gotta respect those men as such, right? Not try and make ourselves equal to them, right? If they give you a bit of advice, take heed to the advice, because the Lord is the one that put them in that position, right? So reverence, man. So this is a last scripture I wanted to grab. It says Sirach 32:9. It says, "Speak, young man, if they be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked." Right. So you be asked something. Say what you got to say. Right, verse 8, so let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. Right, if thou be among great men, right, and like I said, these men that the Lord has put above us, right, really starting from the apostles on down, right, we always try to be as humble as we can be, for the most part, we know we're just we're just teachers, we're just prophets, right? And that's something like the apostles say, "Hey man, we just teachers, man," right? But it says, if thou be among great men, right? So men that the Lord has set up above you, right? Men that the Lord has basically given, a greater portion of the Spirit, right? It says, "Make not thyself equal with them," right? Okay, so then that's basically the main premise, that I'm trying to hit. So don't be trying to make yourself equal to, men that the Lord has set above, right? It says, "And when ancient men are in place, use not many words," right? So Lord's will have conveyed the point, right? It's just supposed to be a short one, and Lord, that was edifying. Until the next time, I say Shalom.